Hello everyone, I'm George from Ireland. Welcome back to my channel once more. And this video is to say that I'm seeking the nomination to stand for the presidency of Ireland. The election's coming up the end of this October, if memory serves, because it's a septennial election. And Michael D. Higgins will soon complete his second and therefore constitutionally his final electoral term. And the Republic of Ireland will be searching for a new president to serve one or possibly two terms. So you will all be elated to hear that I shall allow my name to go forward. But I need to be nominated, and that is no easy task. Now, I am not delusional. I realize I don't have a snowball in hell's chance of being nominated, but here we go. Might as well give it a shot. It can't do any harm, because I mean I will need members of the Oireachtas, 20 out of the 234 to nominate me. If you're not Irish, you probably won't know the Oireachtas means like the two chambers of the legislature, the Senate as well as Dáil Éireann. And then four councils, these are city councils, county councils. We got 31 councils in total because we got 26 counties, but then they split Dublin about 20 years ago to Dunleer Rathdown in the south and Fingal in the north. And then there's Dublin City Council in between, and so on. So we have to get the majority of councillors in some of those, at least four of the councils, to nominate me. So that will be a mountain to climb. Now, you're not going to believe this, but I am over 18 years of age. Wow, hard to credit, I know. And I'm an Irish citizen. All right, I'm a British citizen as well, which methinks doesn't disbar me. Well, definitely doesn't. Look at De Valera. He was an American citizen, as well as an Irish one. I don't think he ever disclaimed his US citizenship, and he served two electoral terms. And for nationalists, he's a bit of an icon. I mean, he was the Republic for a long time. You know, he dominated nationalist politics for over half a century. So why should you choose me? Well, you know, I've kissed the Blarney Stone in both senses. Okay, got the gift of the gab, and well, whatever. I'm extremely well traveled. I'm not that badly educated. I'm very well informed on geopolitics. I'm an ultra extrovert. I like meeting people. I love travel. I'd be delighted to travel to every single county in Ireland, and that includes the north. So I realise people in Northern Ireland don't get to vote. And incidentally, just because I'm not resident in the Republic doesn't mean I'm not permitted to stand. Look at Martin McGuinness, the butcher boy of the Shankill. Though he was living in the United Kingdom, he was permitted to seek election for this post of presidency in 2011. I'm delighted to say that he lost. So I might not be the worst candidate to go for it. You know, not a mass murderer, not a terrorist. So that means that I might be a decent candidate. Okay, I should take a few lessons in the Irish language because I should have my Kubla Fuckle. Yeah, so I'm not short of an opinion. I'm an excellent orator, got plenty of experience in public speaking, quite a sanguine person, and I would try and act with some decorum. You might say, well, how can you say that when you've got an error and a towel drying behind you? I know it's absolutely outrageous. A president must never dry his towels or his clothes or something like that. So, some ways an ordinary person don't have a lot of money, and I think we've never had, apart from Carolo Dolo, we've never had a lawyer as president. Not that I am one, where they dominate politics in some countries just too much. Now, we've never had a president from Cork, and not that many candidates. Because actually, that woman from Ballavourna, that Gael Gore, who stood for Sinn Féin, I forget her name, she was a candidate from the rebel county, and I might be the second candidate ever. So we have like 7 or 8 candidates would be typical these days. 2004, we didn't even have an election. So I am a constitutionalist, and I would act within the remit. And I realize the so-called advice is actually compulsory from the executive, well, from the Taoiseach and the cabinet. So I would try to execute my duties with decorum. I wouldn't mind living in Aris an Uachtaráin, so the former vice regal lodge there in Phoenix Park. I would donate half my salary to benevolent causes within the Republic of Ireland. That's it. No one else is going to say I would donate half my salary, and the salary they offer is a massive step up from what I'm on at the moment. It's like 350,000 euros a year. Not bad. So I'd love to fly around the world representing the Republic of Ireland. I'm willing to shake hands with anyone. That includes former members of the IRA, former loyalist terrorists. I wouldn't stand back to visit prisons and to expostulate my views on the environment, on criminal justice, on things like that, on immigration. And I realize it's not just about opining, it's to be a figurehead, it's to be commander in chief of the Irish Defence Forces. So it would be an inestimable honour to be Uachtaráin na hÉireann, or is it na hÉireannach? So signing bills into law, unfortunately, wouldn't have veto power, but could test the constitutionality of the act, as famously happened with Carúla Dóla, or sending one of those acts to the Supreme Court. And that's why that defense minister in the 70s said he was a thundering bollocks, speaking to soldiers. And as the man wasn't dismissed from the cabinet, that led to Carúla Dóla tendering his resignation. See, I do know a little bit about the history of the office. I've even stayed in a house that Erskine Childers stayed in, the only one to die in office. So there's a close personal link between with the army, with the naval service, with the air corps, and so on. Would try to extend that. So I'd love meeting people from all over around the world, and then all walks of life, and things like that. I would like to order the title of Shay for distinguished artists and writers to attend all sorts of cultural festivals. So a president can give his or her own twist to it. Mary Robinson talking about poverty reduction and human rights, or Mary McAleish seeking to foster greater cordiality between Northern Ireland, where she's from, and the Republic of Ireland, and so forth. Try not to put my foot in it. So some of my powers I would be able to exercise discretionally and appoint people to the Council of State. So that's it. I would not seek to be controversial, but I would not shy from controversy if I thought that were the right thing to do. I'm no contrarian. So it's obviously not just an adult. You have to be an adult to vote. I have to be over 35, which I'm just about over 35. So that's it. Would really look forward to serving in this office. I would like to serve for 2 whole terms. No one's yet been impeached. I could try to get myself impeached if you really want. So it's magnificent that we have a president. Obviously, I'd rather have a monarch, and I make no secret of the fact that I'm a unionist. I would love the Republic of Ireland to be dissolved and us to rejoin the United Kingdom, but I realise for the foreseeable future there's no chance of that happening. So I have to make the best of the situation as it is. For me, you have candour. Maybe other people wouldn't tell you their views. Obviously, like to be an advocate to defend our children, which we did until about 2018. There's been a very sad declension in human rights in the Republic of Ireland, and I would not stint in speaking up for the most vulnerable members of our society. Those are subjected to the most heinous acts of premeditated violence every single day in hospitals and clinics because they cannot advocate for themselves. Right, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you subscribe on Patreon, donate PayPal, georgecallahan79@gmail.com. If you're a member of the Oireachtas or a county councillor anywhere in the Republic, kindly contact me and we'll really get this show on the road to nominate me. Goodbye.